Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we are looking at Spider-Man, the Marvel Legends line, which is supposed to be retro, but they kind of changed up the cards slightly for these other alternative figures that are in this line. And I think, to be honest, it was just a case of those breaking away from those cardboard sleeved boxes. But nonetheless, it looks pretty cool, and it actually matches the figure pretty well, to be honest. We've got down the side, we've got Marvel's Chasm, and this is Ben Reilly once again going evil. I haven't really read up on the comics, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. But Ben Reilly has been my all-time Spider-Man, as you do know. So he's looking pretty cool here. He's not got a lot of different things here. He's got no whipping hands. He's got no sort of like open palmed hands at all. He's just got punching fists, which is unfortunate. And we've got those kind of spirally kind of sort of mystic bits here. Not looking too bad. So going around to the back, we've got his little bio up here and the computer rendering of the actual figure. And that is all. And then going back to the front again, I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister packaging. Obviously there's no hidden accessories or anything there, so we get him out for our first impressions before taking him away for a review. And wow, that was really weird. He feels really smooth, which is really strange. But yeah, loving the details, like that kind of sort of like turquoise outline around him. But I'm going to go away and read a couple comics as well regarding this guy. Just want to see if he does have like these different hands, or he just shoots from his kind of wrist gauntlets here. But there, he does look pretty cool, and the details look great. So we're going to go away, do his review, and we see you in a moment. We've been away, we're taking his pictures, and what can I say about this figure? Well, as much as Hasbro's put in the detail here of the actual figure itself to make him look like a good representation of the comic version, however, the lacking of the detail of the extra accessories. Being a Spider-Man character, we want open palmed hands, we want fripping hands, and we want the punching hands as well. And this guy just falls flat, and unfortunately really brings down the actual quality of the figure itself. So I've gone away as well and sort of like trained about the actual character and watched a kind of a YouTube comic, and yeah, it's just basically Ben Reilly's lost all his kind of memories. He's blaming Peter Parker. He's joined up with the Goblin Queen or something like that, and wanting to take over and beat up Peter Parker, and they all went back down to this kind of like other dimension, like hell or something. And at the moment, he just kind of ran away from Peter Parker, and I guess Chasm is still out there and Ben Reilly is still out there. But yeah, it's kind of like a symbiote, but it's kind of like a magic symbiote rather than an alien one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I just kind of wish they'd just bring Ben Reilly back as a main hero, in my opinion, because he was my favourite Spider-Man. And there can always be two Spider-Mans out there, that is for sure. So this guy here is looking pretty cool, and he only comes with these two accessories on the side here, which are these kind of spiralling magical kind of sort of effects that we've always had with these magic effects for the Marvel Legends, made of a gummy plastic and in this translucent kind of like turquoise colour. Really nice colour that actually complements the actual figure itself. But yeah, I just kind of wish there was a little bit more. Even one that kind of sort of steams off, because he's always sort of like got this magical fire that's sort of burning around him. So maybe even the sort of fire effect that the Human Torch come with that sat on his shoulders might have gave off a little bit more of a good look on there. He does have removable hands, so if you really wanted to pop out and put in a sort of like a fripping hand and stuff, I think I pulled out the wrong one. So we've got some extra Spider-Man hands here that we can actually paint black. But they do fit in there nonetheless. I know it's the wrong size, but hey ho, it gives you that kind of impression. If you ever wanted to go down that route, you could do so, but it only comes with these punching hands, unfortunately, and these are removable as well if you want to take these off. But yeah, that is it for his accessories. So for me, accessory wise, it is a big fail for me, so that will get a nice big red X on there. Articulation wise, he's got one of the old bucks. I think it's like, I can't remember the older ones, but it's like the old Bucky or the Sunfire or something like that. But yeah, the head wise, he can turn left, he can turn right, he can look up this far, which is quite nice, and he can look down this far. Arm wise, got a nice butterfly joint all in there, got the full rotation around at the arm, and it can come up to this far. Rotation at the upper bicep there, we've got a nice elbow bend with 2 joints, and yes, it is pins, but we've got black this side and the black pops through on the purple, unfortunately. And then we've got rotation at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge. Ab crunch down and back, and then there's no sort of like swagger in there, unfortunately, on the upper torso, but we've got rotation around at the waist as well, so left and right. Leg wise, come up this far, forward, back, upper thigh rotation there. We've got a single knee or a double knee joint as well with pins, but we have got a boot cut there as well, which is quite nice. And then we've got the rocket and the pivot at the ankle. So all in all, good articulation there. Unfortunately, it's not on the sort of like the retro sort of Spider-Man body. I'm okay with that. You know, they kind of give off the same thing, but I do like the torso that the retro Spider-Man had there, but I still will give it a nice pass because it is still a good Spider-Man body, in my opinion. You can still get him into those nice poses if you like to do so. But yeah, the sculpt on this guy looks really nice, really good looking figure. The sort of like the sort of turquoisey green over it all looks really cool, and then we got that extra kind of glow around the black on there, and the nice sort of like kind of lilac kind of colours on there. No colour bleed at all, no blemishes or anything on there. It's not really of a hard kind of details there. Actually, I've got a little mark on there, but maybe that was me posing them around. But yeah, got that spider detail. Looks a bit more like a cockroach in my opinion, but you got all the bits around on the back, around on those parts, and we got a bit of a wash here to give off that kind of magical look around there on these web shooters and stuff. But the actual parts down on the black, it's just got those little green lines down there, but the rest of the figure is black. And on the back we have got a little peg system because it's that old sort of buck, I guess, but if you wanted to put him on a flight stand, you can do so in those bits, which is always comes in handy. But yeah, nonetheless, it is quite a good little figure. It's definitely another one that I wanted to add on to the shelf. I did quite like the look of him, even though I didn't really know what was going on with Ben Reilly at this time. But even though he's my favourite, I just don't like the way that they're doing things with him in the comics at the moment. But lo and behold, I have got a little bit of a collection here. I know they brought out a new Spider-Man Beyond, which is a Ben Reilly. I haven't picked up that one quite as yet, but I have got my custom here of a Ben Reilly. And then I got the one that come out on the retro card, which is a really nice figure. I actually put on the bootleg Spider-Man head here. I just think this one looks a bit of a nicer head for me. I like the wider eyes. And then I went off and made my own Spider Carnage as well, with this original body and a few extra Carnage parts as well to make him up there. So the collection is getting there with the Ben Reilly. I will pick up that Spider-Man Beyond, but I'm not too sure as of when. It's not one of my sort of favourite looks for the character. I have got a bootleg Scarlet Spider as well somewhere at the back of the shelf, but here is so far the Ben Reillys that I do have on hand. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, ding the bell, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.